Hello, I am Daisy Wright, Chief Encouragement Officer at the Right Career Solution. My professional story has been summarized on the next slide, but I will offer a synopsis of who I am as it relates to this webinar. I'm an executive career coach with more than 15 years experience supporting mid-career professionals and emerging women leaders as they navigate transitions, pursue promotions, and step into leadership roles. I'm also the architect behind the Let's Grow project and the Aspire to Grow Leadership Academy. I'm an associate certified career coach through the International Coach Federation. And I also hold credentials as Certified Career Transition Coach, Certified Career Development Practitioner, and Certified Interview Strategist. My work has been recognized with several industry awards, including being named Outstanding Career Leader 3 times by Career Professionals of Canada. I'm also the recipient of an Alumni of Distinction Award from Conestoga College. Other awards include 100 Accomplished Black Canadian Women 2024 and Top 100 Black Women to Watch 2022. I bring both strategic insights and practical tools to every learning experience. I'm also the author of the Canadian bestseller, No Canadian Experience A Career Success Guide for New Immigrants. I am excited to partner with the Career Foundation to develop this webinar, Get Hired, Smart Interview Strategies That Work. Well, hello again, it's Daisy Wright. And as I promised you on the earlier video, here is a list of my accomplishments, my activities, and the reason why I am so excited to take you through this interview webinar. I will allow you a few seconds just to read through what's on the screen. As I also mentioned in the video, I'm the architect behind the Let's Grow project, as well as the Aspire to Grow Leadership Academy. One has morphed into the other, actually, but what it is to inspire, empower women to take their rightful place in the workplace, to own their own voice, and step forward in confidence. That's what I do, and that's what I hope this interview webinar will help you to do as well. So let's get to work. Module 1, Research. Know yourself, the employer, and its key personnel. When it comes to interviews, you begin with research. You research the company, the people at the company, and even their competitors. According to some recruiters, research is one area where job candidates fail. They either don't conduct any research at all about the company, or when they do, it's not enough. Knowing yourself. Before you can market yourself to an employer, it is important to reflect on your strengths, your career goals, your values, and your passions as you prepare for interviews. You need to know what you're offering. So reflect on these questions. What are your top strengths? What do you care about? What are your values? What motivates you? Take the extra time to assess what you excel at. and what you genuinely enjoy doing in your work. Identify your skills, your accomplishments, and your experiences that make you stand out as a candidate. When you're clear on these, you're better equipped to explain how you can contribute to the organization. Your unique value proposition. This is what sets you apart. On the next slide, you will learn how to identify and communicate your value proposition. Your unique value proposition. Here you're going to be introduced or be reintroduced to the term value proposition, unique value proposition, or UVP. When you might have learned a little bit about UVP if you have already completed the resume webinar. Your value proposition showcases who you are, what you have to offer, and what sets you apart from other candidates. It answers one core question: why should they hire you? It's not enough to talk about what you were responsible for. You need to clarify the difference you made with the responsibilities you were given. This means going beyond your tasks and your responsibilities and focusing on results, the impact that you made. What makes up your value proposition? There are three components to your value proposition. They are the buying motivators, your supporting qualifications, and your added value. The buying motivators, you must know what the employer is looking for in a candidate, and most of this is in the job posting, which you learn to analyze later. Then you need to think of yourself as a product. Yes, a product that the employer wants to buy. Why would they buy you? Just like you go to the supermarket and you are trying to determine should you buy this item or not. And then you think in terms of, does your background align with their needs? The second component would be your supporting qualifications. Assess your professional qualifications. Do your skills, education, experience, credentials, and accomplishments match what they're looking for? And here's the kicker, your added value. What is it about you that differentiates you from everybody else? What unique qualities or experiences do you have that somebody else might not have? Examples could be your language proficiency. Do you speak more than one languages? That would be an added value. Have you invented a product and probably gotten a patent for it? That would be an added value. Not everybody is an inventor. Or to take it closer home, did you develop a program that saved the company money or made the company money? That would be your added value. Knowing these three components, the buying motivators, the supporting qualifications, and your added value, and then tie them together will help you create your UVP, your unique value proposition. And always keep in mind or remember that there's no one like you. You are unique. And because of that, that's what you need to sell to the employer, your uniqueness. What separates you from the other candidates that they're going to be interviewing. Now let's look at what you need to do in order to know the employer. To impress interviewers, it is important to thoroughly research the employer and their specific needs. By demonstrating your interest and knowledge about the company, you're showing them that you are invested in the opportunity. Here's how you can effectively research the employer. Research the company. Review publications such as their annual reports, their press releases, and their social media accounts. Familiarize yourself with their products, services, and any recent developments. You need to be aware of that. Are they laying off people? Which would suggest that probably is not the right employer that you should be targeting. Have they changed their CEO or some senior management? What were the reasons? You need to add those as part of your research. Also, determine how the company ranks among its competitors. Explore platforms like Glassdoor for employee reviews. Look for consistency in those reviews. One bad comment might not tell the full story. The second piece here is to research key personnel within the company. And those could include, someone who could probably be your next manager, or they could actually be a part of the interview panel. Use platforms such as LinkedIn for in-depth research, both for the company and for those key personnel. See if they're active on social media, if they have appeared on interview podcasts, or they have appeared in the print or social media. You will gain valuable insights that other candidates might not have, just because you're going the extra mile in your research. And in researching these key personnel, you will be establishing a connection during the interview. The third part is to conduct a competitor analysis. So, in addition to researching the company and its personnel, conduct a competitor analysis. Why is this important? You will be arming yourself with insights about their competitors, what they're doing, what they're not doing. This will allow you to showcase your industry knowledge and your ability to provide valuable perspectives. By thoroughly understanding yourself and the employer, you will be able to confidently present your unique value proposition and effectively address the employer's needs. Putting the pieces together. Now, how do you do that? Now that you have gained a deep understanding of yourself and you have conducted a thorough research on the employer, it's time to align your skills and experiences with their needs. You're going to conduct, first of all, a job analysis. You're going to analyze a job posting or two. Review the job posting or the job description for key competencies. And then prepare examples of when you used those competencies. The third piece in putting everything together is to compare your skills and your experience. And this is where you will be downloading the comparison chart that's included in this webinar. And you're going to match the employer's desired needs with your own qualifications. Focus on relevant details from your past to effectively answer interview questions. So it's time for you to pause for an activity. Here's where you take what you know about yourself and the employer and do a side-by-side comparison. So download the worksheet provided and start mapping your skills and accomplishments to the employer's needs. Your ongoing exercise, keep the completed chart for future reference and continue refining your interview preparation as you go through this webinar.